All right, welcome to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars and Anything. I was just going to show you I got the back all done. I put two pieces there for the roll bar post, and I think I should have just left the slit alone. Probably would have been better. So I think I screwed that up. But yeah, I put the side panels in and all that. And, so we got that all done. So then I put the rear seat in. Here, let me get out of here. Maybe I can show you more. I put the rear seat in the top, put the seat belts in. It's my roll bar foam that I was just laying in, my show bar foam. So yeah, it turned out pretty decent, and I made my own headliner. Let's see now here, if I can show you that. Trying to show you this stuff, and it's just a bear. So I made my own headliner. I put one aluminum bar across it, just for the heck of it. I glued it up there, the headliner, and let's see. Hang on a minute. Yeah, and then on another video, I made these seat extenders, Brought the seat back 2 inches, but now I got to raise it. When I brought it down, that side over there has got an angle in it. Now it made the seat tip a little bit, so you can see it's at an angle. It works fine. It goes back and forth fine. Everything works just perfect on it, but now it sits at an angle. So now that's all screwed up. Then my headliner, I put my sun visors in, put my mirror in, wherever that's at there, I see. I put that in. Headliner turned out pretty decent, not too bad. I got a couple little flaws in it, but I ain't going to tell you where they're at. Then I put my parking brake in. I put the tire roaster in. I call it the tire roaster 2026. So it locks up the front brakes. You push down on the pedal, then you pull back on that knob or whatever, or push on one and two, and then release the brake pedal, and it locks your front brakes. Car doesn't have no parking brake in it, as you can tell. And I got rear disc brakes, and there's no parking brake cable provision. So I was left to do that. Was gonna do a electric situation, but I couldn't do that either because the actuators are only recommended 1 minute, or as they heat up or something, I suppose. I would guess, whatever. Then we also put the quarter glass in it. We got that done, So quarter glass is all in it, so it's ready to go. So that's on another video. Everything's on videos. The headliner is not, though. I didn't do no video on that. I couldn't put the camera in here while I was trying to glue the headliner to the ceiling. I tried, it was virtually impossible. But yeah, and yeah, so I mean we're getting there. Today, started going through my hardware here. This is the passenger side door. This is the driver's side door. So, and then I remembered I needed door locks. So I don't have the keys for these. So, and then I needed some new plastic clips for that too. These clips are busted, So I ordered door locks, and then this is the driver's side mirror, And I'm wondering couldn't I put this on the passenger side? Because on the driver's side, actually, what I got is in another box. It has the remote mirror. So I was like, well, couldn't I don't know. Couldn't I just put this on the passenger side? I bet I could, couldn't I? Just a bolt and a screw. So I'd be mirroring, get it, mirroring. I'd have to do this to the passenger side door, put this on the passenger side. It would polish up really nice. It's off a low mileage car that was, you know. So I don't know, I'm gonna look and maybe putting that one on the passenger side and I'll have dual mirrors. I wish I had the sport mirrors, but I don't, so of course. So and so anyway, let's get in the car here. I can show you some more stuff. Maybe if it lets me. So yeah, I went to work and I made this bar going across. Figured that'll be a good bar for time slips. Tuck the time slips up in here. You know, it'll go good with the show bar. And I did, let's see. I did put a classic radio in here. Aftermarket gauges. You know, I got them all in here, you know. Maybe my own shift deal, but I would love to get a pistol grip handle for this, you know. This wire covering I just put on there for the hell of it, see what it looked like, and it actually looks like crap, so. So yeah, so that's gonna come off like right now. Here. Looks better already. Let's see, we'll just throw that up there. And I gotta get a dash cap yet. I gotta get this yet. I gotta get that yet. I gotta do this. But in the back here, let's see if I can reverse. But you can kind of see I got my LED. I put LED lights in here. You know. So I gotta make a dome light mount here somewhere. So I'll figure that out. But I put clips on it so I could take it out, you know. And then the back seat, you can kind of see it, you know. Looks pretty good. You know, doesn't look too bad. And then I even put a dome light here underneath the dash. You can kind of see it like this, you know. So, oh yeah, and then I even put the glove box in it. Let's see once if that opens. I got the battery unhooked, otherwise the lights all work and stuff. So that's all in it. Yeah, I can shine some light in it. Yeah, see. So that's all done. Still need money and lots of parts. So there's insurance on it and tabs are due April 1st or May 1st. So before I even drive it, I got to put new tabs on it already, and I haven't even drove it yet. But excuse me for yawning. Tired lately. But yeah, just trying to lose weight. And it's all up and down, sideways, left, right. I don't know what to say. But yeah, but the quarter glass. I don't know if you can see anything there. I got the quarter glass all in. It works good. So it's nice to see. I got the rear window in and I got the quarter glass in. That's all on videos. And now I think what we're gonna do, since we really don't have the money, we're gonna start putting the side glass in here in the doors. And I was actually gonna start working on that today, but then I remembered, oh, you need locks though. So I want to kind of work my way out, you know. Plus, I got to paint that upper part there. I got to paint that green or black or something there, where the felt seals, the window sweeps go, you know. So I got to do that, and you know. But yeah, otherwise than that, we are getting there, you know. But it's gonna take some time yet, you know. And plus, on the trunk lid, if you look at another video of mine, you'll see I put the hydraulic lifts on the trunk lid. If you look back at my videos, you'll see that, you know. That's pretty cool. They work really well too. So, and there's where we are. So let's see. You see a roll bar in the back. But yeah. God, I never thought that'd be that much work to put an interior together. I did it years ago. I did it on a couple different dusters I got. Got a couple dusters, and they were half parted out like this one, you know. I wonder if this one had the sport mirrors on the doors. If they did, boy, they're worth a lot of money. But I don't know if it did, so I can't speak for that matter. So, but I'm having trouble here. I got size 19 shoes, and I'm having problems with the clutch pedals, trying to shift this thing. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. Am I going to have to change this car back to automatic because of my feet are so big? I don't know. I don't want to. And I'm going to go down kicking and screaming about it if I have to. I got a rebuilt 727. Well, I don't want to. I made this car back to the 4-speed that it originally was. But am I going to have a handicap here? You know, I don't know. Well, my shoes are actually, I think, size 18 double E, I think. So I'm going to see once if I can make that work somehow. I can drive manual, no problem. But years ago when I drove these, hell, I had size 12 and 13 shoes. Now I got size 18, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. Will I be able to drive I'm going to give this thing a new name. It's going to be called Rough Cut, because it's not perfect. This is probably the most perfect car I ever built in my life, actually. You know, I mean, it's a good car. Don't get me wrong, but the reason why that goes in, no door seals on it. But you know, they only want $5,529.99 for them. You know, because they say Mopar. It's amazing. I'll look at a seal, like a door seal. It's longer on a Camaro, but yet it's cheaper than a Mopar one. Why is that? Am I paying for the Chevy guys' enjoyment? I don't know. Or am I paying for Stellantis, the foreign company that owns Mopar, which nobody other than a company in the United States should have owned it, but I don't know. But yeah, this is just a video, you know, on all that. Everything you see is on videos. But I put those Universal Vision rally wheels on it. They were the cheapest new ones I could find. Buy a set of used Kragers, $900 with scratches in them. Well, I don't have that kind of money. So I bought a set of 15 by 7s and 15 by 6s or something. 2 of each. $289 to my door. And then I put the beauty rings on there, came with the caps. So it kind of looks like a Nova. But you know what? But it's got dual bolt pattern and single and separate holes, not the slotted holes. You know, I think it looks okay. That'll work. Hey, whatever it is to get down the road, right? Within a respectable reason or a respectable fix, not something that's a death wish, you know? But yeah, the quarter glass went well. So we got that in. I put some sealer on here one day when I had some left, and I should have never did that because I think now I might have to get all that out of there again. I did it there, and I did it here. Totally stupid to me, but hey, you gotta pull a stupid one. I bet you guys have, huh? Nobody's perfect. These aren't bolted down. I need new ones. But again, money. You know, I remember when these are $20 a piece. No, they say Mopar on them, so Mopar guys gotta pay more money. So, and then that brake thing that I put in here under the dash, the parking brake. Okay. Let's see, let's pull the hood latch here. I'll show you how I did that, if I can. Oh, look, there's a Hemi in here. Oh, there it is, right there. My finger's not in the way. Big fingers, huh? So anyway, I had the T into the front brakes, so I got the thing going over and I put wire covering on it, so it kind of makes, if you look, you got to look at it. It's like, is that a wire or what is that? I made it go in here, and it comes out, right here. I don't know. Well, you can't see it too well. But it comes out and it goes down to the T for the front brakes. So that worked out really well. Yeah. And the metering rods in the carburetor are wrong. So I have not set that carburetor yet. I just set the idle Richmond and the curb idle screws on it, but I have not messed around with metering rods and springs yet. So I don't know. So the factory ones would work, but you know, they're long gone. And when I rebuilt that carburetor that time, that's on another video. I got to show you what I dug out of it. I don't know how this can happen. This was the float. I just slid the rod out of it and took it out and looked at it and go, what the hell? It's all bent to hell. So I ordered new floats for it, you know. I saved it for a talking piece, you know. Yeah, they don't look so bad, don't they? See, I'm trying to get the car so I can drive it. And I don't know, I'll drive it all. This has got epoxy primer on it. So it'll work for a while, you know, unless you get a gouge in it and it'll start rusting. But same thing with paint over the top of it would do it. So, well, yeah. Here, let me see if I can get better light in there. Maybe I can't, I don't know. But my headliner turned out okay, I think, you know. I just made my own. I gotta put the clips on it yet, but I had this floor insulation. I got that glued up on the ceiling, So then I just glued the stuff to it. But there's a couple screw ups in it, so everything on this car, seems like except for the safety stuff. I put a nice amplifier in it right there for the back speakers, so they sound nice. But yeah, otherwise it's turning out okay. It's gonna be an okay car. If anybody knocks it, I'll knock them. I mean, because it's just what we all have is what we have. It's within our monetary expenses. It's within our reasoning, what we want to have. All that stuff. Like the roll bar, that's a Shisho bar. That's 1 5/8 Dom tubing. Mandrel bent with my bender. So that wouldn't pass tech, for this size of a car, I guess. So, but yeah, but it's mine, you know, it's mine. So it's the way it's gonna be. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely not the worst car in the block. It's definitely not the best car either. I don't know how fast it'll be. I bet it's maybe a mid 12 car. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a high 12 car. I don't know. Maybe it's a low 12 car. I don't think it'll be any, you know, I don't know how fast it is. Maybe it's a 13 car. I don't know. I know it's faster than 14s. I know that. 373 track lock, 4-speed manual transmission. Got to be at least a 400 horse engine. At least. Could be as high as 4.5. I don't know. I don't know. But no, everything I'm doing a nice job on. I just can't afford. Sometimes I gotta polish up a turd and bolt the turd back on. I can't buy the new part because, and that's the problem with this. I can't. I sold my Dodge Challenger, and now I think I gave it away because to build this car compared to the Challenger is phenomenal difference. Why do I got that piece of tape on there? It's not supposed to be on there. Oh, that was my marker for the mirror that fell down. I had to mark where the screws went. That's nothing. Okay. Rolled up my fingers, ready for the trash. But yeah. So anyway, so that's what we're going to kind of work on next is the door glass. Just for the seal that goes from here in this track, goes across here to here and then down to here. $169 for two of them. What? It's like, what? So I was going to buy new door handles, Nope, gonna polish up the old ones. Nope, can't afford that. I was gonna buy new window felts. I had them ordered. Then they said that that I had to send them more money. Nope, canceled the order. Gonna use the old ones. What else can you do? I did order new locks though, because I don't have the keys. So I could have them rekeyed, I guess. By the time brand new locks and clips were $31 or $33. So might as well just buy new ones. So that's what I did. So No, that's how I got to build this thing. So it's going to be called Rough Cut. It'll have a nice tubular front suspension, Dana rear. Yeah, I mean, it's going to have all the nice stuff to it. But the stuff that I'm putting back on it, I'm polishing it up and stuff, but it's stuff that I can unbolt and put new on. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like once it's on there for good. No, I can. Oh, here's my wire loom. I'll take that off of there. That don't look bad. I took that off that shifter handle, remember, just a little bit ago. So let's throw that in there. In case I need a piece. So anyway, like I say, I tried to spend the money. I still got to run the hoses for that and the squirters, the windshield wiper. I think I'm doing okay. I had to build my own intake. $900 for an intake. Come on. What the fuck? Oh, excuse me. $900. LS 189. Hemi 900. Why? Why? So I I I don't get it. No, I've always settled for secondhand stuff. Nice guy, wouldn't hurt a single soul. Don't like the current administration. Everybody knows that. I didn't hear the bitch about that, but it's one reason why everything's. So you ask yourself this: you're gonna buy all brand new interior for it, and then never drive it because you can't afford to drive it, or do you want to dye your interior and bolt it in, clip it in, drive the car and enjoy it, and then as you get money, pull a door card off or panel, whatever you want to call them. I call them door panels. I can't. People are gonna call them door cards, but to me, they're still a panel. But anyway, yeah, buy one new door panel, throw it in, still drive the car, have a good time with it. Or do you want it sitting in the corner of the shop, collecting dust on it because you can't afford to drive it because you're buying every brand new nut and bolt for it? I think I've done really well on it. It's been on its history. I put the nice front suspension tubular. I got coilover shocks. I got all that put in it, you know. So I think I've done really well. Frame connectors I built, whatever. Show bar. But a show bar is better than no bar, I would think. I dyed all my interior seats and everything and fixed them as best I could. Bought a used rear window from a good friend of mine. So, I mean, this is how I got to do things. The rear panel, I painted everything with automotive black. Rear panel on it, so I can make it by. So it's just driver quality. Everything here is driver quality, but stuff I can bolt on, But I want a nice paint job. That's what I want on here. I want a nice paint job. Interior look, pretty decent, It'll be a decent car. It ain't gonna be duct taped together and stuff like that, It's just gonna be a nice, very nice driver. With a little bit of work, it can be such a good car that you can't get it dirty. I don't plan on getting it dirty. But you know how it is. Oh, piece of dust on the chrome front suspension. Oh, now we can't drive it. Nothing like that. It's going to be a good driver car, I mean, I painted the bumpers because they were painted before, and then whoever painted them, they had to rough them up so the paint would stick. So I couldn't just clean the paint off and polish them up. So what did I do? I painted them, made them look like fiberglass bumpers. That'll work. That's on another video. You can check all these videos out. You know, go to my channel, click on playlist, and then scroll down for the Duster build. You'll see the day I got it home to this video. I had it on a body rotisserie. I had all the floors cut out of it. I put all brand new floors in. I spent the money on all the structures. So where I didn't spend the money on is bolt-on parts. I polished them. They might have spots in them. They got, you know, I couldn't afford the nice Krager wheels that I wanted on here. I wanted to either go with brand new Kragers or Keystones to give it like that 80-ish look, but no, couldn't afford them. Had to settle for what I got. And these brand new ones, they were $289 to my door. And then everybody else wants $35 for the stock wheels a piece, you know, steel wheels. And I thought to myself, my God, time I do that, and no matter what, I got to buy the caps came with the wheels, but the trim rings I had to buy separate from O'Reilly's. And I thought, God, time I spend the money on sandblasting and painting those other wheels and all that shit. And I thought to myself, my God, I'm going to have money in those wheels. So what did I do? Just bought new ones and left them silver. Like that, you know. So maybe painting them black would look better. I don't know. I don't know. But I just left them alone. Got to save money. They're brand new though. Brand new tires, brand new wheels, you know. All mounted unbalanced. So, you know, it's the parts that I polished and put back on and painted and tried to make them look better. They're bolt on. I can unbolt them, put new parts on later, you know. And this is how you budget build, you know. And you say to yourself, like, okay, like those front turn signal light lenses that go in the grill, $79 per lens. I was like, what? And then they still wanted $12 a piece for shipping them on EvoBay. Look them up. Look them up. You'll find some used ones for $40 a piece. So I just polished mine up. Mine has a couple scratches in them, you know. So this is going to be called Rough Cut. It went from Ruster, which it was when I first got it. I fixed all that. I did a really good job on that stuff, on the structural of the body. So it went from Ruster to now it's Rough Cut. And the reason why it's Rough Cut is because it's rough, okay? It's not perfect. You know, I can build a perfect car, but if you have this, but I can build a nice streetable car where, oh man, we're going to have to drive through that mud puddle. I don't want to, but I'll idle through it, you know, and idle for a little while. Or if you get caught out in the rain, you're 50 miles away at a car show. It's like, yeah, we can still drive her home. It just sucks. I don't want to put it in weather conditions. I don't. Trust me. I don't. Because I want to have a nice paint job on it. And if we ever come up to a good set of wheels, something different, we'll pull these off. If we find really nice bumpers, we'll pull these off. This is good driver quality stuff. I mean, and yeah, I mean, we can improve the car later, but I gotta try to get a good paint job on this car. Because that's where I lack. That's where I lack. And so, I mean, you kind of understand how I'm feeling here, you know. I'm going to buy a new windshield. Side glass is perfect. Obviously, I got the quarter glass in now. Now those are the rear window or the original pop-out windows that were in the car. And they were tinted so bad you couldn't see your fingers on the other side. And, you know, everybody's going to tinted windows nowadays, but this is factory tint, you know. So, I mean, I'll buy a new front windshield yet, and then I'm getting ready to put the side glass in. I got it in the house all polished up, put away, you know, the driver's side window and the passenger side window. So the only piece of glass I got to buy yet is the front windshield. That too, $200. A Camaro one or a Nova one, $129. What's going on here? You know, I know if you make a part for a car, like if I was going to start producing that side marker light, for instance, I have to pay these guys royalties because I'm making a part for their product. I'm adding to their product, so I got to pay them royalties. I'm building a business off of their product, and I get that. That's totally understandable. But it's my understanding. I talked to a few respectable parts magazines guys, and I'm not going to say who they were. But they told me that Mopar wants more royalties than like GM or Ford guys want. So they have to pay more to produce parts for these cars. That's what they told me. They used to tell me demand wasn't so high, but demand is high for these parts. But and I think there's a little price gouging happening here too. They're saying, "Hey, look, he's willing to pay this much for that part to get it brand new. So, well, hell, let's gouge him." I think there's a lot of price gouging in the good old United States of America going on right now. And look at the price of things. It doesn't have to be that high. Everybody's just cashing in while they can. So, but and like I say, I don't like the current administration. That's all I'm going to say. I think you guys know. I just want the honesty and don't make excuses. Be a president for the country, not for yourself or for your buddies. We were getting rich. I ain't. And now I paid all these tariffs on all these parts. And then the company, here's the problem. The company's jacked it up, the price of stuff, because of tariffs, to get their tariff money back. But now the tariff money is going to go back to those companies, but they're not going to come down back to us. So they made extra money by selling it higher to pay for the tariffs, and now they're going to get reimbursed for the tariff money. So they're going to get it back again. Shouldn't that come back down to us? Or am I wrong about that? You tell me. But I don't want to turn this channel into a political channel. Trust me. And if you like the guy, hey, you like the guy. I don't hate you. We just agree to disagree. That's it. We can still be friends, that kind of stuff. I don't mind it. Because I ain't going to tell anybody what to do, But anyway, let's don't talk about that. Let's just talk about rough cuts. Rough cut right here. Rough cut. But yeah, so anyway, let's just get away from this. I'm sorry, guys. Let's just stop for a second. I apologize. Okay? I do. I sincerely, here, just hang on. I sincerely apologize. But you see my point, don't you? But anyway, my dream is to help everybody and to love everybody. My dream isn't to get mad at everybody. Trust me, guys. You're my friends. I cherish my subscribers, no matter who you like or whatever you do. I don't I don't care. Just sometimes, talking to the walls gets old. But anyway, guys, please like and subscribe if you can, and love to all, and I mean love to all, and take care of yourselves. Don't let your teeth break out of your mouth like that carrot did. No, it's the price of that. My health insurance won't pay for it. So, they said it's cosmetic. But I thought it was part of your digestive system, but I guess I was wrong. When you put a piece of food in your mouth, you grind it up with your teeth first, then it enters your esophagus and your stomach. I would think that should be part of the digestive system. But anyway, what do I know? I don't know nothing. But again, love to all, and please subscribe if you can. I beg of you, and I thank you if you do. And take care, okay? Sorry about my complaining. Rough Cut says hello, and thank you, and at least we saved another one, If anything, we saved one. Saved that Challenger from going to the scrap heap, and this thing going to the scrap heap. Count's Customs one time, he said, the car's got a spirit, They get you home from dances, parties, going to town getting groceries, driving through snowstorms, rainstorms, hailstones, hauling your groceries home, having your sweetheart next to you in the seat, cruising down the road, going to a dance, going to a wedding, going to a funeral, going to visiting, going out to eat, whatever, and the car got you there and got you home safe again. And one day when one guy bought it brand new, he was so proud of it. Whoever bought this car brand new, I'm sure they were proud of it. I don't know who that is. I don't have a clue. But I'm sure they were proud of it when they brought it home. They go, oh, look at this beautiful two-door Duster. Got every option. So I'm sure if they're up in heaven, I hope they're proud of it. But anyway, thanks to Bill for selling it to me. He gave me a good price on it because he knew that it needed a lot of work too, and he sold some parts off of it. He was going to part it out, and that's fine. I understand. I get it. We all have to do things. You part out one car, you might save 30 cars. I had that 69 Barracuda Fastback that was just gone underneath. There was nothing left of that car. And you don't know how much I wanted to save that thing. You know what a 69 Barracuda Fastback is like. And I probably should have saved it anyway. The original 318 car, automatic, but it was column shift. It wasn't floor shift. But, well. Saved a lot of cars, though. Sacrificed it to save a lot of cars. So, but anyway, you guys take care. Please like and subscribe, and I'm sorry if I'm venting. Tonight I just had to vent a little because the prices I can't get over no more. Loaf of bread in another year from now will probably be $10 for a loaf of bread. Don't say it too loud; they might charge it tomorrow. They'll say, "Oh, willing to pay $10? Okay, then it's gonna be $10." No, we're not willing to pay that. We have to pay that to have a piece of bread, don't we? Okay, you guys take care. Enough of this. Love to all, and I apologize. And please subscribe if you can. And when you do, if you do, I appreciate it. No obligation, nothing. It's all free. Won't come and haunt you. Won't fill up your email box. Won't, whatever. Nothing. I hope one day that I can get to a point where the channel would support itself. Not that I have to pour money in and they get the commercial money. So, so we'll see you guys. You guys take care. Bye-bye.